Hi guys, welcome back to the kitchen. Monday night, you guys. Monday night, I survived my walk in the Great Forest, my Malahat aerial scenic view with my mom today. It was absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous day. Super, super fun. Super fun. This building is really something to see, and it was expensive, but it's definitely worth maybe going once just to say you've done it. Architecturally designed building, absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. This is dollar store bronze. Expensive. It's 30 bucks a person to get in, and really there isn't a lot there. There is a small coffee shop and a gift store, of course, but they're just new and they're just getting started, and there really isn't a whole lot. But the building itself is beautiful. TLP ore and a little bit of Modern Masters ruby red. It's such a low grade that it's accessible to everybody, including wheelchairs. You wouldn't even really know that you're walking up an incline. And so it's a spiral. And on the outside of the spiral is the walkway. And you just go up and up and up and up and up. And when you reach the top deck, there's this absolutely beautiful lookout that's like 360 degrees. It looks all out over the Saanich Peninsula and Brentwood Bay. Really well put together. There are signs everywhere to tell you exactly what you're looking at, and yeah, it's really, really quite lovely. And then when you stand in it and look down, in the inside is this cool spiral staircase with a slide that goes all the way down. So unfortunately, we didn't slide. We talked about it, and they're still kind of working the quirks out, and it's really quite busy right now. So we stood in line for almost 40 minutes to get our sliding mats, only to realize that that was just to get the mat. And so we got our sliding mats and we walked to the top and we enjoyed the view. And when we came back, there was yet another lineup that you had to get into in order to slide. And that was about another hour wait. So between the two of us, we kind of opted to carry on our journey and potentially come back and maybe slide at another time. But it was already 2:30. And yeah, so we didn't slide. We didn't chicken out, but we didn't slide. So yeah, it was quite nice. It's really nicely kind of organized for kids. It's not the most exciting thing for kids to do, but they do have a scavenger hunt of things. So the kids get their little scavenger hunt paper, and then hidden in all the trees are all these. Hello, child.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Okay, gotta go.
Okay, goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you.
Good luck. You're welcome. I'm on grandma duty. Grandma monitor duty. Hidden in all the trees are all these little metal birds and a Sasquatch, and yeah, it's really well done. The kids were having fun that were up there, and yeah, I quite enjoyed it. So then from there we took the scenic water drive to Genoa Bay for lunch, stopped at a couple thrift stores along the way, and yeah, all in all, it was a fun day. It was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Greater Victoria, this is going to sound stupid. Greater Victoria gets the most dull, boring clouds ever. It's just, when it's gray in Victoria or when it's cloudy, it's gray. It's just gray. And for some reason today, there were these beautiful, like, cotton ball clouds everywhere, which was a treat for me. Most people just overlook them as clouds, but I take in everything. And yeah, it was super cool. Super cool. It was warm, and yeah, it was nice. It was interesting to be above the canopy in the forest in lots of spots, because the turkey vultures were flying below where I was standing, which gave you like a different perspective. So I'm busy gabbing, and I'm actually going to probably stop on this piece right here. Pop this bubble, and I might grab another tile, and we might just do something else, because that's quite simple the way it is, and I quite like it as is. So give me 2 seconds, you guys. one's a little bit bigger. So this is a funky size. I'm pretty sure I've poured on them before, but this is a 3x5 tile, and I'm going to substitute my 4x4s or my 3x3s. I still have lots to paint, but I'm going to substitute them for this size. I like the longer size, gives me a little more room to work and a little less sort of regular looking pattern. I put that in the safe zone. Maybe. Sorry guys, I was planning on this taking a little longer than it did. Okay, here we go again. So yeah, I'm going to replace the 3x5s or the 4x4s with the 3x5s. And I do have a whole bunch of them right now. So this is, I think it's 8x8. So let's do it. I'm hoping that my camera stays in focus. I've had some focus issues lately. Like every time I bring my hand up to the camera wants to change the focal point. All right, so let's play in similar colors because that's what's on the table. So this one is a dry pigment. It was kind of like a really dark amethyst color. I've had it for a really long time. To be honest, I didn't know how to mix them. I've had it for a couple of years. So it was until I got turned on to these piggies and learned how to mix those. And so going back through my collection of things, I actually have quite a few of these dry pigments. And I'm just kind of starting to experiment with them. So that was the amethyst. Second color was the bronze, which is a dollar store paint. And this one is TLP in Ore. And we're going to swipe in both black and white. But I think we'll start in black and go from there. So I am saying this morning, I'm looking for kind of a less uniform pattern with my crazy torch. Just less uniformity. So I'm kind of trying to go in all different directions, if that sounds dumb. But always experimenting. Okay, there's our first swipe in black. And I think we're going to come back in here with black as well. Like that. And then we're going to go through it with white and add some highlights. My white highlights, there we go. Well, that wasn't very good. All right, so seeing as how that was so poor, let's just load the palette knife with some color. And then we'll just swipe another one with the palette knife right in here. All right, let's try that and see what happens. And maybe back in here again. All right, so that's definitely a little bit of a wild pattern, which is okay. I like the wild patterns. We're going to add a little bit more paint. My mother gets a gold star today for driving with me. Sometimes she makes me crazy driving because she's a worrywart. And so she tends to like gasp if there's a car at a side street and hangs on to things that, you know, she'll see a car and she'll hang on like as if she's gonna stop it. It makes me just nutty, and sometimes I'm almost in accidents because she makes me so freaked out that something's gonna happen that you're paranoid. So she was very good today. She just sat in the car. She was excellent. She didn't try to find a break on her side or anything. So kudos to you, Mama. Here we go. Let's spin it. Okay, so let's pick it up and just do a bit of tipping and tilting. We're just going to stretch this corner out. I want to keep the shadow in here if I can. So let's get rid of this. It's getting to be that time of the night. I can see the glare now. I apologize for that. That noise that you hear, that's my daughter's baby monitor. It makes this weird growling, growling noise. Handy thing though. All these gizmos that, how I ever raised children without all these things. The new thing, sleep sacks. When my granddaughter first came home, my daughter said, well, she can't have a blanket. She has to have a sleep sack. And I'm thinking, the hell is a sleep sack? So I quickly learned what a sleep sack was. And I think, you know what? We used to put our babies to bed with pillows and blankets and all these things. And now they get nothing. They don't get a pillow and they don't get a blankie. And yeah, I think when my daughter was an infant, we put her to bed, I believe on her side. And I did have some sort of a bolster thing. And we prop them up with a bolster, keep them from rolling. And then it went from that to now they go to sleep on their back, which to me doesn't really even make any sense because of choking. You'd think that you would maybe want baby on their side. But now they go to bed on their backs in a sleep sack. It's like, who knew? How we ever got through being new moms without all these things was amazing. All right, so I like it. I like it a lot. I don't like all these white dimples, as you guys know. It's my pet peeve, and that's my own fault because, again, I was talking and I didn't stop to pop the bubbles. So now I'm going to go back through and just try to pick out a few of these. All right, so I'm going to love you and leave you here. I'm going to stop. I'm not going to modify. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to leave it alone. I'm going to bring you guys over for a closer look. And yeah, that's it. That's my Happy Monday piece. Unmodified, but all right, look at all this movement and shape, you guys. Again, I apologize for the glare. There's absolutely nothing I can do about it. So it's not as orange as it looks in real life. It is actually coppers and bronzes, golden oxide. But there it is. So I am happy with this. I will post it still in the Facebook groups. And thank everybody for hanging with me in the kitchen tonight. Yeah, I had a really fun day. It's nice to be home, nice to be chilling with you guys. And we'll talk really, really soon, my friends. Okay, bye for now.